What's going on, you guys? Hope you guys are having a good Thursday so far. You might be surprised to see me in front of the camera, and to be honest, I kinda am too. I didn't really expect to be doing this kind of video, but yeah, here I am. And I'm just trying to do a different type of video. I know I always do the live trading and all that, but that doesn't really help me connect with my audience whatsoever. And what I had planned for this video was just kind of to vent about my frustrations so far in trading. I feel like I was at a point where I was becoming profitable, and now I'm at a point where I'm getting stuck again. And I really don't know what to do. I don't know how much of my audience is a beginner trader, but if you're a beginner trader, you can definitely relate to this part of the process. And even if you're not a beginner trader, if you're an expert or a professional, you can definitely relate too, because you were possibly still doing this in your beginning phases. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I was saying, part of my frustration is really just going back. I was starting to become profitable consistently, and now I feel like I'm stuck where I'm kind of like at break even again. And I don't know why that is, because I feel like I'm following my rules. I'm not breaking my rules. I'm patient. I'm really patient. I only take two trades. I only take 2 trades a day, maximum. So if I win the first trade, I don't have to trade again, and I normally don't. I do not trade again if I win the first trade. If I lose the first trade, I'll normally take a second trade. And definitely if I lose the second trade, then I'm done. I'm done for the day. That's minus 2%, so I shouldn't even be trading again after losing 2 in a row. But yeah, I felt like I was being profitable, and now I'm stuck. I don't really know what to do, because I was at a point where I was always backtesting hours and hours in this monitor, in this monitor right here, just backtesting, seeing what's wrong. One of the first things I determined was that I was winning 50% of the time that I traded, and this was when I was going 1-to-1 RR, or 1-to-1 risk to reward. So winning 50% of the time at 1-to-1 risk to reward is break even. So obviously I had to change something, and that's when I determined when I had to go to a 1-to-2 risk to reward. Obviously with the hopes that it's still 50% win rate, because if you're going for 1-to-2 and you're winning 50% of the time, that's good. And it started working in the beginning, specifically like at the beginning of the challenge. It started working, and I thought it was going to be up from there, but then I had that horrible week on the challenge. I don't know if y'all remember, but it was just horrible. It basically started after I took the 2 weeks extra in order for me to complete the challenge. That third week, it was horrible. Everything was just not hitting. It got to a point, I even remember it got to a point where I wanted to just go ahead and hit my 1-to-1 RR. I actually have it in a video. I remember it was I don't remember where it was. I think it was Euro USD. I was sick and tired of losing, and I just wanted to see a win, right? It's kind of like if you're playing basketball and you're hooping, you're missing a lot of shots, and you get to that point where you just want to see one go in, no matter what. And that's usually at the free throw line. So my free throw line shot was kind of like that on that video, a 1-to-1 RR. I didn't care about 1-to-2. I just wanted a 1-to-1 because I wanted to see a win, because I felt like I had not seen one in a while, and I didn't even get that. So I think after that loss, I just had to stop the challenge, because I was only up, let's say 0.3%, less than 0.5%, which means I can't risk the 1% that I like to risk normally. So yeah, at that point I had to stop the challenge, and after the challenge, it's just kind of been like up and down, up and down. I have a good week and then I have a bad week, or have a good week, then I go on a really bad losing streak. It's just been up and down. I don't know what's been going on, to be honest. I don't know what changes I need to make. I don't know if I need to make any changes. I know I'm patient. I know my strategy, supply and demand with break of structure. Y'all seen it. It's basically Doyle's strategy, but the only difference is I'm going for a 1 and 2. So I don't know if the strategy I'm doing is just not good enough, or maybe I need to change something. I've considered going into like maybe the 3 minute or the 1 minute just to try it out, but it's, when you go into those tight time frames, it's so messy. There's a lot going on, and it can get very overwhelming. My mental capacity for the 3 minute and the 1 minute starts dwindling a lot just by looking at the charts. There's a lot going on, like it's not even funny. You see supply and demands everywhere. You don't know which ones exactly to take because all of them have a break of structure. All of them look good, but you know not all of them are gonna hit. So it's like no. So yes, I've tested out 3 minute and the 1 minute, but I need some more back testing with that, because if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get cooked in those time frames. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, that's just where I'm at right now in my trading journey. I feel like I'm there, but at the same time, there's just something missing, and I don't know what that is. At some point for me, I mean, I put in a lot of hard work into this, so it's like you want to see some results, you know what I mean? It feels good whenever you put in hard work and then the results show up whenever you wake up. It sucks to wake up early at New Year's session open and to lose. That's such a terrible feeling. That sucks, man. It sucks. And yes, you have in mind that, right, not every day you're gonna win. Our mission as traders is to keep our profits bigger than our losses, no matter how it is. But when you're at break even, that's when you kind of know, like, there's something going on. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my psychology. The only problems really I have with psychology is that I sometimes get nervous when I'm in big drawdown, or whenever my my stop loss is about to get hit. So price starts going up and my stop loss is right here. It's really close. I just cut it out, because most of the time I've seen that whenever price starts going against you immediately, once you enter the trade, most of the time it's gonna hit your stop loss. But sometimes, like it happened to me in one of the live trading sessions that I recorded, it looks like it's gonna hit your stop loss. It's very close to, and then immediately drops in your favor. And all you have to do was just hold it and accept the risk. So it's kind of like a give and take. So I don't know. That's one part of my psychology. Everything else though, patience, execution, I'm pretty good at that, to be honest. I'm very patient. I don't really force any trades. And like I said, I have a trading limit. I have some rules. I'm very strict with my rules. I follow that. And I know that's a big part of being a successful trader. Having your rules and following them, because that's what they're there for. So psychology is not really a big problem. Could be just a strategy overall. Maybe I need to lower the risk a little bit. Maybe just go to 1 to 1.5 instead of 1 and 2. Or maybe like somebody suggested, I should just move my stop loss to break even once my 1 to 1 is hit. And just let it ride out. The only problem with that is that I backtested a lot, and I remember backtesting this. I would backtest, like putting my stop loss at break even after passing 1-to-1, and a lot of times the price would just come back to that break even, take you out, and then come back down to like 1-to-2 or even close to it. So for me, like, that would only work if I take out majority position at 1-to-1 and just leave the rest after that, once you set your stop loss to break even. You know what I mean? So that's the only way that would work for me. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know if y'all will relate to this or anything with what I'm saying. I'm really only, like I said, I'm making this video because I just want to talk to y'all 1-to-1, let you all in on my trading journey, more than just live trading, seeing my results or whatever. It's a different type of video, just kind of like to chop it up with y'all, because I can't really like make a connection with y'all just recording live trading and explaining my analysis after the results or after the trade. You know what I mean? I feel like this is really the only way I make a connection with my audience. And to be completely honest with y'all, this is the first time I make this kind of video. I've never done this kind of video whatsoever, where I'm talking 1-to-1 in front of the camera, as if I'm talking to a friend or something. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys can relate. Honestly, like, let me know in the comments section below, like, where y'all at your trading journey, you know? Like, what's the deal? Were y'all able to like break out of that threshold? Or are most of y'all like me, where you're kind of profitable, but at the same time there's just that one missing piece that's missing to take you to the next level? Is that your situation? Or is it just me? Could be just me. If that's not y'all, I mean, I'm happy for y'all, honestly. I'm happy for y'all, and I'm hopeful to get to where you guys are at, if you're already past that point. I know I will get past that, and I just have to keep showing up to the markets and just keep putting my reps in there. It's kind of like practice. Just keep practicing, keep showing up, don't stop showing up, be consistent, really just consistency. And also journal your trades. That's so important. That's how I'm able to determine patterns that I'm doing, everything. What time you took the trade, the time frame that you took it at, did it reach your 1-to-2, did it go past 1-to-2, what was the confluence that you took it with, was there liquidity, was there not liquidity, all of that, you gotta put it down. And it's gonna help a lot over like a period of 1 or 2 months, even probably a little longer than that, but you'll start seeing some patterns, and then you'll be able to deduct and start making adjustments to your trading. Like, for example, I noticed that my worst days are Wednesdays, and that's because I would journal every day. I still do. Honestly, not as much, but I still journal. And when I really used to journal like every day, like religiously, Wednesdays I noticed were my worst days. And in my head it's kind of like, yeah, but it could vary. I mean, the day shouldn't matter, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I lost this Wednesday, but next week I could do better. Next week could be a dub. And sometimes they were a dub, but most of the time, like 80% of the time, they were L's. So now I'm gonna start implementing where I'm not gonna trade Wednesdays. I'm really not gonna do it. Why show up if it's gonna be an automatic L? Why do it? Or 80%. Why show up if you're 80% bound to take it out? That doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna just eliminate Wednesdays. For sure, not happening. And I also recently implemented a partial TP. I didn't used to do that whatsoever. To where once that partial TP is hit, the stop loss is moved to break even, and the rest of the trade is free, risk free after that. So I'm making some adjustments here and there. I'm really hopeful to put it together and just have a little more clarity and a little more confidence the next time I take my challenge. That's kind of what I'm aiming for, just to improve each time I take a challenge. because I never told y'all this, but I've already taken like 3 challenges. The first one was 100K. I lost it in 3 days. Had no idea what I was doing. The second one, I lost it in a month. So that was a little better. The third time, I got a free retry. And obviously that's progress. You ended up positive for the month. Or no, whole month span, you know what I mean? So I'm noticing each challenge I take, I'm getting better. For this third one, the thing that got better for me was that I adjusted my strategy and my discipline was a lot better. Specifically the 2 trade maximums a day. Before on the previous challenges, I would maybe revenge trade here and there, and that would lead me to go to a negative day even though I already won the first trade. Once you win the first trade, you don't really gotta keep trading. You don't gotta do that, because the more times you're in the market, the more likely you're gonna lose. So I fixed that, and that helped me a lot. Now I gotta figure out how to take it to the next level, to where I'm consistent every week, even 1 to 2% every week. That helps a lot. If you can do 1% each week, then if you increase your risk to 2% per trade, you're gonna make 2% per trade, or 2% per week, and so on. And with experience, your win rate should be increasing, because as you keep getting more experience, you're gonna see what works and what doesn't work. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. That's why I show up every day, to get the experience and everything. It's a skill. You gotta build it up. And it's not gonna build up by itself. You gotta show up and do it. Just do it. Just gotta do it. So yeah, yo, I mean, that was pretty much it. That's all I wanted to go over for. I don't know how long this video is. I'm probably guessing more than 15 minutes, if not around 15 minutes. So yeah, I mean, I hope you guys have a good one, and I'm out.